Hi, welcome to Tackle Tarts. We're at Tanner's, first one of the day, first chuck. Only took about 15 minutes to get this one in. And it was on a pineapple pop-up, just a 10mm with a little tiny bag of pellets. Both rods are going out on little pop-ups, one on pineapple, which this one was caught on, which was the first rod I chucked out, and one on white chocolate. And we'll see if we can get you a couple more carp to show you today. But what a stunning little fish. Pop him back. Right, I've got the fish back. Got both rods back out. And it looks like it's going to be quite a drizzly, overcast day. Although the weatherman said it was going to be sunny all day. So, I mean, if it does go sunny, then I'll probably try some zig rigs. But at the moment, I'm just sticking to what's been working in these sort of conditions. You only be using some sort of bait on the bottom at this time of day, usually anyway. Especially with these sort of conditions, drizzly, you'll get quite a few runs. It's a weird thing how people have found out in recent times that zig rigs work at night, and it just shows how much time the fish actually spend off the bottom. The water's gone a bit murkier than it has been, and the water level's also back up. As you can see, the pegs, the water level's right back up, and yeah, it usually spurs the fish into a bit more feeding, and it obviously has, because the water's coloured up a bit more. So I'm hoping for a bit more action today, and yeah, we're quite enjoying these episodes now. We're really getting along. I mean, James isn't going to be here till 3:30 today. He's busy, so I'm on my own at the moment. No one else on or behind me. But yeah, it's looking good. Right, I just thought I'd take you through what the episodes are going to be like in the next few episodes, where they're going to be filmed. We're doing this one here today, and then we're probably the next one is either going to be on here or on the road, George. I'm not quite sure yet. And then we've also been planning to do some canal fishing, but me and James together, and we're fishing a different spot on the canal too. We've been baiting it for nearly a week now, so, and it's looking good. James saw a decent sized fish in it, and I went down yesterday and I saw massive sheets of bubbles coming up where we put all the bait in. Some of it's probably bream, because we put ground bait in, and we did that so that the fish would clean the spot for us, because quite a lot of that canal is just so silty. It's even worse than it and the roll jars put together. It's like you cast in, you just come back and you can get like leaves and all sorts of gunk stuck to your lead, and that's really not good for presenting a bait in. So we sort of tried to clean the spots off, and we've seen a few carp in the spots too. So hopefully we'll be showing you some canal fishing with some a lot bigger carp than we've shown you from the canal, with that different stretch, because they've not been stocked. That stretch isn't stocked like the other one where you have the smaller fish. They've all been in there for quite a while, and I've seen a fish in there that's probably approaching 20 pounds. So, and it's exactly where we've baited. That's where I saw it, so hopefully it's still living there. But yeah, so we'll be showing you that soon, and I hope that before my ticket runs out we can get to Sale Water Park, maybe just for a day session, just for a bit of variation in where we're fishing. I quite liked it when I was fishing there last summer, but yeah, it's a bit too open really. It's massive, and it just I've not caught anything other than bream from it. I've lost 2 carp, one on a zig rig, which we thought was a boat. A boat went through, but it turned out that it was going off just before the boat got there, so it was a fish, and it ended up weeding me up and pulling the hook out, which was unfortunate. And then I lost one on a chod rig at night, Yeah, that was unfortunate as well. That snapped me, that one, in the weed again. It's just awful in there. It's like it's top to bottom everywhere, so it's really hard. And yeah, I've seen loads of fish in there. I went down. It was like they had a second spell of spawning, and I went down into the shallows, which is only 2 foot deep at the bottom end, and they were all there in between all these islands, swimming up and down. And I could see like commons at like mid-20s that no one ever catches, and like there was quite a lot of mirrors that were like upper doubles and 20s, a lot of them just swimming around. And I saw one that was I saw one called the nipple, which has done £30 last year, and that looked every bit a high 20. I didn't see the slate, but hopefully we'll try and catch it, and then you'll be able to see it. No, I wish. Right, so I'll just carry on fishing here for today, and hopefully when James gets here, we can do a bit more filming a bit later in the evening, and hopefully I'll get one and you can see the fight from start to finish, and hopefully it'll be a bigger one than what we've been catching out of here. There are quite a few big ones in here. It's just a matter of getting through the small ones to get to them. It's just so difficult, because they're just ravenous, they just eat anything. So it's just, I think it's pretty much luck of the draw, unless you fish on the top, which we will show you this summer because it's awesome on here. You can get them like 2 foot from the bank, and we can zoom in on the camera and show you and slurping down the mixers, and hopefully we could up one from there. But so far it's not cold enough, it's too cold for that, so we'll see about that in sort of springtime, maybe in the next month or so, if it even warms up. You know, it's like I'm going to have Arctic conditions forever. But yeah, it's not too bad today. It's really mild, and hopefully we'll be getting some more fish soon. I don't know whether that's a line or a take. I'll hit it and find out. It's only a PVA bag. Right, well it was a take, but the fish wasn't on. It had got rid of it. I can tell that because the silicone has moved. So get it back out on the spot, and hopefully we'll bag him next time. Right, well I've just been watching the water and I've seen a couple of fish rolling near my left rod, but I think they're mid-water, and I said about zig rigs before, and I'm going to put one out now. And they're the most simplest rigs to tie, and they're so underrated. Hardly anyone ever uses them. It's just a knotless knot with some light mono. This is £10 Pro Clear, to a small hook, it's a size 10 captor. You can use the mixers if you've got them. I don't have them. A little pop-up or piece of foam, fake sweet corn, whatever you want, as long as it floats and it's really buoyant and it'll keep up the hook. And then you can have as long a hook link as you want, and then 3 feet away from that is a ring swivel and that ring swivel is going to go into a lead clip onto the main line, and yeah, it's going to go on the left hand rod, just where I've seen them fish. It's 3 foot and the area is 6 foot deep, so it'll be about half depth, and yeah, hopefully we'll be able to bag one on that. Here's the lead clip setup, just a standard Corda lead clip and a 2 ounce lead. I'd normally use a 1 ounce, but I don't have any with swivels on, so I can't use those. And just when you're doing your lead clips, make sure that the swivel's pulled in tightly and that your tail rubber is only on halfway, so that the fish can get rid of the lead if it gets snagged up or if you snap off. Shouldn't come off on the take, but maybe if it's a fast take then it might do. But what harm's the lead when you can land the fish? And with zig rigs it's really important, because the lead just bounces around all over the place because of your long hook link, and it can bump fish off, so usually you lose a few fish with zig rigs, but it's also a very prolific method. So hopefully I'll get one for you over on the spot out there, and yeah, we'll see you later. It's also important with zig rigs to keep a tight line, because quite often the bites are dropbacks. Although I don't really get that many dropbacks, most of mine are screamers. I always keep a tight line to give you a bit better indication, and plus the fish are not on the bottom, so there's no need to have it slack, they're in mid water. So make sure you have tight lines when you're fishing zigs.